The Nigerian Ambassador International Network of Religious Leaders Living with HIV and AIDS, AISHA USMAN, while commemorating the 2018 World AIDS Day, stated that the problem facing people living with HIV and AIDS in the country is not that of the virus, but malnutrition because they do not have adequate diet to complement the drugs. The ambassador further revealed that she has been living with the virus for almost 20 years and have been on anti-retroviral drugs for 18 years while living like every normal person. AISHA USMAN also said even though she is infected with HIV and AIDS, she has lived with her husband for over 10 years and he is not infected with the virus as a result of the sensitization given to him.
Charlie, when there were no drugs, there were challenges. I was always sick on and off. In fact, apart from the challenges in the community, stigma, in fact, I was thinking of committing suicide. But now with the drugs, everything is okay. With the drugs, I'm as perfect as any other person. But the only problem we have now is people come out to help people with disability. We also have this disability we cannot come out and talk about because of stigma. Because I am from the Muslim community where stigma is at a high rate. A lot of us cannot, not every one of us can come out on air and say I'm HIV positive. But because I'm well, I have the knowledge of it, I can come out and say I'm positive. And one unique thing about it is, because I sensitized my husband, he married me with my status, he is HIV negative, and we've lived for 10 years and he's still negative. So if things like this can happen, I think there's no need for people to stigmatize people living with HIV and AIDS.
AISHA USMAN also said the stigma is very high on people living with HIV AIDS, which leads to malnutrition because the women and children living with the virus lack the necessary support they require from the general public. And further stated that over 500 women and children have been lost to malnutrition in the last 20 years.
In the Muslim community, that is where I live, that is where I grew up, that is where I belong to. They still stigmatize people living with HIV and AIDS. For reasons I don't know. When it comes to things like zakat and wakaf, the support they give to other people, they are supposed to include people living with HIV and AIDS in this support. They're supposed to include us, because we are not disabled. We cannot come to the street and say okay, please, and become beggars. Some of the people you see begging on the street sometimes it's food. Our drugs really needs food. Our drugs needs good nutrition. You can't believe most of the women that give birth, their children don't die from the virus, they die from nutrition. And most of our children, if you come to the support group level, most of the children are malnourished. Because even if the women are not educated, they cannot work in the offices. If they want to work in small places like being waiters or in the food canteens, once they know their status, nobody will take them in. To tell me, what do you want these women to do? The children, that is why most of their children die. And we've come to an extent where some are getting aware. You find out most of the married people, we have discordant couples, even at the support group level.